Hi guys! I haven't come on and talked to y'all in a while. I've been doing a lot of reels and sped up videos, but I have a lot of new people who are trying out this amazing Seint makeup that I love so much, and I wanted to just make sure that you new people are all getting the information that you need to make sure that you're applying the makeup correctly. I am gonna start off by doing what I always do, and that is moisturize. If you ever feel like things look cakey under here, well, there's probably two reasons for that. One, if you're using a traditional concealer, they usually go on kind of like liquid, but they dry more like a powder. So you get really dry, cakey, makeup application under your eyes. It could be that. And also, you always want to make sure that you're nice and moisturized. You want to make sure your skin is hydrated. Sunscreen. So this is Tula's Skincare Protect and Glow. It kind of gives you like a little bit of a glow. So I always put this on. This is how I prep my skin before I put makeup on. This is the Tula Skincare Face Filter Blurring Primer. And primer is really important because it helps the makeup stay on. If you're used to traditional makeup, first of all, you're used to finding one foundation color and you put that all over and have like a blank slate. And then you start building from there and you put on the contour and the blush and the concealer and the powder and everything. And then you have like 7 layers of makeup on your skin. With the creams, it's a little bit different. You have a couple of different colors because if you look at your face, it's all different colors. If you really think about it, putting one color to cover all your problems on your face doesn't really make sense because you have different colors on your face. If you ever have a problem where your face is a different color from your neck, that's because they're 2 different colors. So you want to get a couple of different foundations. We call them highlights. And if I color match you, I will always give you at least 2 colors, sometimes 3, but at least 2 colors because again, you need different colors on your face. I like light application, so this is one of my favorite brushes. This is the blend brush. So this is what the palette looks like. These are my colors. These are all the different blush colors. I don't use all these at the same time. I just like to have them in there so I have choices and options. I'm gonna dip into a color called Aspen. It's a contour, but it has green undertones. So it's excellent for masking redness on the face. You see how that just made the redness go away underneath my nose? A lot of people will have redness around the nose. I also have a little bit up here. See how that just goes away? Now I am going to go in and mask the darkness under my eyes. This is a big problem for me for 2 reasons, twofold for me. I'm Lebanese Nicaraguan, and so I have these dark under eye circles here. Then I also went through chemotherapy last year, and that just enhances that darkness. So I'm using a color called Mango. It's an orangey highlight, but those orange undertones really help to mask the darkness. Frenchie is another one. This is a lip and cheek color. This will also work. So it just depends. I have more of an olive skin tone, so this orangey mango color doesn't look too dark on me. So what I'm doing is I'm just going under my eyes really lightly with a really light layer, and I am just masking the darkness. These creams are designed to create one single layer on your face. So remember how I was saying, with traditional makeup, we put on all these different layers? Well, what we're trying to do here is prevent that. So we're only putting the colors where they go because every single element of the makeup is foundation. It's a cream foundation, even the contour. So it has coverage in it. Did I just get this? Which means you only have to put the makeup where it goes on your face, and that will help prevent layering. Where are you, Sandy? She's right here. So I'm going to take Sandy, okay, and I'm just going to pop her on just little dots. I'm not going to blend yet, but I'm just putting it where I have kind of like the darker color on my skin. The contour is designed to create a shadow on your face to give your face depth. So bronzer is like a warm brown to warm up your face and make you look kind of like, bronzed and tan. Contour is like more of a cool brown, and that's to create a shadow. That's the whole idea, whole point. I like to enhance my cheekbones. So I just go under here. Now you can do contour first. Honestly, I think I do contour first most of the time, but I was talking and got distracted. It doesn't really matter because all the makeup is gonna blend together at the end. Okay, so you wanna find the hard part of your bone and then go under here in the fleshy area. That's where the contour goes, and you wanna give your cheekbone a little bit of a hug. Just hug it, just like that. Okay, so the contour, the cool thing about the contour is that you can buff it out if you put too much of a color on that you don't like. Like, let's say you do blush and you do too much, or let's say you mess something up somewhere. You know, like when you do that with traditional makeup and now you've got to like get this spot off, and now your face just doesn't look the same anymore because you have a spot there where you had to wipe the makeup off and start over. That used to happen to me all the time when I was getting ready for television, and I hated that. That won't happen with the creams. The creams just buff out. You can always add more, or you can take it away and you're not going to mess up what you've done. A lot of people will do this with contour to lessen the appearance of their forehead to make it look smaller. I don't really have a super large forehead, so I'm just doing it to kind of like tie everything in and bring the light to the middle of my face. The other spot that I like to put my contour is right here. That kind of breaks up the face and the neck, but it also really, the point of it is to give you a nice chiseled bone structure here. It helps with the double chins. You ever have a, just kind of gives you a little bit of a shadow. I like to contour my nose after I get my highlight on, so I'll go back and do that. Okay, so you can see here the color that matches my skin, that's sandy. Very lightly, it's just dotted on. You can barely see it. So now I'm gonna just go in and I'm gonna blend. I didn't really put a lot here because I'm gonna put my brightener color there. That's gonna lighten up underneath my eyes. The only thing I really put there was my color to mask the darkness, and that was Mango. You can also do Frenchie. I recommend that to people who have more of a fair skin tone. I think Frenchie just looks better under there. Also, it really depends on the tones that you have under your eyes. And the other great thing is that if you're like, I want a little more of a deeper contour here, you can just go back in and add it. And these creams just give you like a beautiful, silky, buttery, skin-like texture. They're great for mature skin because the creams warm to your skin and they don't sit in the creases, they blend into the creases and they soften them. So if you have more of mature skin, if you're older and you're thinking that makeup won't work for me because I have a lot of wrinkles on my face, yeah, it's actually not. It's actually the opposite. The lighter color is going to give you a pop of light where you're dark. Okay, so I'm going to put it under here. I'm going to put it here, but I'm going to go back and do more of that when I do my nose contour, and I'm going to put it here in the middle of my forehead. I like to put it on my chin and my lip, and I also like to put it down here because, again, underneath your for me, my neck is always a little bit lighter than my face. So if you put your lighter color here, it'll help blend the neck and face together. If your neck is darker, then you want to put the darker color down there. Now, I have a lot of darkness under my eyes, so I have to work a little bit more here. You don't need a whole lot. You just want to make sure you put it in the right spot, and you want to put it on in the right way. So I'm doing like a pie piece that goes all the way down here. I put it kind of towards my smile lines. Do you see how when I do this pie piece right here, it lights up the whole area? But when I only light it up right where the darkness is, it actually draws your eye, and I feel like it enhances the darkness. Do you see that? Do you see the difference? So what I do is I bring my color down like this, and then now I'm lighting everything up. I also do a little bit on my lid because my lids are dark. And now my face is all starting to even out and my colors are all blending together, and they've been sitting on the face long enough so they're warming up, and then they blend beautifully like butter. It's really amazing. I found this makeup because after I went through chemotherapy, I was having a lot of trouble, especially with my under eyes, because they were just really affected by the chemo. I don't even have blush on yet. Okay, so I just took some of my Stay Spray, which is, it's just setting spray. Any brand will work. Or get this wet with water. This is a Perfector sponge. And what I'm doing is I am just dabbing the Perfector. Sorry, my dog is snoring and she snores so loud. Okay, so now I'm blending with this thing. And this does two things. If you've ever wondered what the heck this is for, this is what it's for. What it's meant for is to blend, but also to take off the excess makeup so you don't have all of that settling in your creases. So this pointy edge goes right here, just like that. Okay. And it just helps everything settle. Now see how the makeup makes your face glow? It literally makes your face glow. That's the cream. For my nose, everybody does this differently, but I like to use a smaller brush. So you're gonna take it, the small end of a smaller brush, and you're going to run that contour color right where you want it. So the closer your lines are together, okay, the more narrow your nose is going to look. So then what I'm going to do is run my lighter color up the bridge, just like this. And that's it. Your contour works in two ways, highlight and contour. If you're gonna contour your nose, you gotta highlight the bridge of the nose too. And that's what's gonna draw all the light to the middle of your nose and give you that slender, more narrow nose appearance. Sorry, I'm reading a text message. This is the eyeshadow brush, but I like to contour underneath my lip here. And that kind of gives it, see how that just kind of plumped out my lip? Yeah, just a little bit right here on the top. That's why I love these brushes, because they are multi-use. This is like the best eyeshadow brush, but I can also use it to do this. I will show you how you can add a little bit of depth to your eyes by just taking some of your contour and popping that on there. I also have hooded eyes, so when my eyes are open, you can't even see my eyelids. So I like to do this up and over because it just gives my eyes a little bit of depth. This is Pearl. It's kind of dirty because the other colors got on it. And I just illuminate with this cream illuminator. It just gives you this pop of glow like an angel. I like to do this on my lids when I'm doing a no makeup look, just to give my skin that glow. And I'm going to do a little bit of blush. I shouldn't have all these colors in here because I can never pick one. Tropicana is a coral color. A lot of you like coral. And this is a true coral color. See how that just brings some life into your face? Now I'm going to take a little bit of powder. Be careful with powder. Powder is going to enhance texture under your skin like nobody's business. So be really careful. I wouldn't even recommend powder for somebody who has a lot of texture. But I'm just using just a touch. And this is really to set it because I live in a hot climate. And even in the winter, you get hot. Here, I live in Arizona. And I just bring it down in these oily spots. where I tend to get a little oily. I don't have really oily skin. This is the blush and bronzer. Dipped it in both of my colors. And now I'm going to just do a wash over my neck and chest. Make sure everything matches. Now I'm just going to take Lolli, which is this bright pink color. I like Lolli because I feel like it just looks like my lips, or it just enhances the natural pink in my lip. I'm going to dip into my illuminator. So these are cream illuminators. We have powdered ones too, but I love the creams because they just make your face glow. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop it right here. And it just catches the light in such a way that your skin literally looks like it's glowing like an angel. So I use some here and I'm using some here. And then I'm going to put some right up here. So you want to do like the high top parts of your cheekbones. And then I like to do just a touch right here and right here. Okay, and then I do a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Careful, because you don't want to have a sweat stash. And then a little bit right there. This is why I loved this makeup. Look what it did to my under eyes. It totally lit it up. And it literally makes my entire face glow. And the lip and cheeks can be used as cheek colors and as lip colors. Okay, I just went away real quick, put on some mascara, and did my eyebrows just a little bit. I really didn't do much. My eyebrows are microbladed, so I don't have to do a whole lot. So that is basically it. You can see my face is glowing. Let me get in close. You don't see a whole lot of makeup texture. If it does cake under your eyes, okay, or anywhere else, just take your finger and lightly dab it. Your fingers are going to warm up the creams, okay, and then help kind of put them back in their place. You feel like it's too heavy after application, it's because you put on too much. Go back and watch the video. You'll see I literally did dab, 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 very light. The other cool thing is that the colors are going to last you a long time because you really don't need a lot. The highlight colors should last you 3 months. $14 a tin for 3 months of makeup. I used to spend $45 to $50 for one bottle of foundation. So the price point is like money. If you want to try the makeup, you have to get a color match, at least for the highlights and the contour, because everybody's skin tone is different and you want to make sure you don't have a color that's not right for you. I can get you color matched. There's a little form that you have to fill out, super easy, takes 2 minutes, and we'll go from there. I hope this was helpful for you guys. This is kind of, I would say, a blend as you go application. The next one I want to do is to kind of show you how you can put everything on what we call a cheetah hack, and that's where you do little dots of the makeup everywhere where it goes, and then you blend all at once. It really shows the magic of the makeup because it blends like a dream. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later.